Well, we're at day 45, Tiferet of Malchut, compassion and nobility. Malchut deals with leadership, authority, and nobility in relationships. Tiferet reflects compassion and beauty, so that when we're looking at ways that we can lead, we have to look at it as, are we in positions of authority? And when we are we compassionate, or maybe just a little bit too authoritarian? Do we tend to dictate rather than delegate? Delegating is sometimes the most challenging thing to do. Do we motivate with compassion, striving for something that resonates with beauty and majesty? Or do we just tell everyone what to do with the attitude, it's my way or the highway? Have you ever worked with somebody like that, or grew up with somebody like that, or know somebody like that? When we lead others, we want to exemplify compassion. We want to bring out the other's strengths in order to complement and elevate the outcome. The end result will resonate with Tiferet of Malchut if we are mindful and aware of how we conduct ourselves. Here are 7 steps toward helping with the management of our relationships or projects to be able to achieve optimum success. So the first thing that we want to do is be aware of our goal and how we want to get there. So you want to be mindful of your mission. What is your goal? What would you like to achieve? Be clear. Have a plan for how you want to arrive at your end result. If you know where you are and you know where you want to get to and you know how far you have to go to get there, then you can strategize your steps along the way. This will help everybody understand what's needed so that there's no confusion or misunderstandings. Ted Turner is quoted as saying, you should set goals beyond your reach so that you always have something to live for. Having goals in life keeps us vibrant, thriving, and filled with purpose. Striving to stay goal-oriented and relevant keeps away depression and fills our lives and our relationships with meaning. So we want to look at that, and then we want to have a clear agenda and set a path of action. Once you've identified your goal, identified what you're dealing with, what the challenges and obstacles may be that you have to overcome, then you want to set an agenda. Creating an agenda and a path of action to share with others helps to get it out of the discussion stage and then onto paper. Even in relationships or when we have to make a difficult decision, it's always good to get it out of your mind, in front of you, on paper, or your phone, or the computer, or your iPad, and see it. We need to be able to visualize what needs to be done in order to get there. In order to manifest a project or even a new reality, if we have action items and a clear agenda, getting to fruition and successful completion will be more rapid and less fraught with problems along the way. Rarely do we experience 100% smooth sailing. Sometimes we get lucky and the synchronicity of the universe is behind us, and we're so connected to the flow that we can just sort of ride the wave to our desired destination. And then other times, we have to work a little harder for it. So we want to be prepared. Do whatever is necessary to be prepared. Rome was not built in a day. The greater your preparation, the more easy your dealings with others will be, and the more clear you will be in maintaining your objective. If you are confused or unclear, it will be hard to get others on the same page with you. And this goes for anything, even in relationships. If we need something from somebody, it helps to be clear on our objective before tackling the issue. Then we want to boost self-esteem and confidence in the other. When you recognize another's strengths and weaknesses, it can be a lot more efficient when leading them because then you know where you need to go to boost their self-confidence. If you can build them up, boost up their areas of need, everyone will be more productive and have a better time working together. The end result will be richer, the process more rewarding and filled with Tiferet of Malchut. And then we want to be organized. So ask yourself, are you a hot mess? Be honest. Ask yourself, are you detail-oriented and organized or mired in a pile of clutter? It's hard to see the forest from the trees when mired in the chaos of clutter. Get organized. When you do this, you free the disk space of your mind and allow the freedom to create and work at your highest level of productivity. It also facilitates your interactions with others, making it easier to prioritize, to think clearly, and project your desired goals in a way that manifests success for all concerned. And then delegate, as we spoke of earlier. Too often, we can be victims of our own desire to get things done quickly. Oh, you say in your mind, or you say out loud even, I can get it done faster and do it better myself. This is a trap that we can fall into. Now, sometimes, yes, it is true. Maybe we can get things done more effectively on our own. We need to carefully look at where we are, where we want to go, and how, and most efficiently take a look at how can we get there. We need to recognize that sometimes it takes a village. Sometimes it's nice to have a little help along the way, and it's better for our overall productivity and longevity. Our ability to survive long-term, endure long-term, can be enhanced by sharing the load with others. It also enriches the journey as we enhance our relationships with a little Tiferet of Malchut, which leads us to creating harmony. Work to create a harmonious balance in communication, presentation, and delivery. Tiferet, at its best, has beauty, compassion, and harmony driving it. When we apply it to Malchut, we can create something meaningful and of long-lasting value that reflects divinity and majesty. The individuals, the project at hand, whatever you apply it to, will be uplifted, glorified, and functioning at the most majestic level possible. And then you want to look at streamlining. After looking at everything, streamline your efforts. Make sure that you are being efficient in all areas. And ask yourself, are you effectively using time management? Are you wasting too much time on unnecessary conversation or meetings that take away from productivity rather than enhancing it? Having a clear-cut objective and a directed action plan for your desired outcome will help streamline everyone's efforts and overall success. Mahatma Gandhi is quoted as saying, "It is the action, not the fruit of the action, that's important. You have to do the right thing." It may not be in your power, may not be in your time, that there will be any fruit, but that doesn't mean that you stop doing the right thing. You may never know what results come from your action, but if you do nothing, one thing is for sure, there will be no result. In order to have Malchut in our lives, we need to tap into the majesty in our own soul. We all have unique gifts to share. We have all been given free will to choose what we want to do with our time here on earth. It is up to us to actualize our gifts and share them with others to make our world better for our having been here. Whether you are in a position of leadership, authority, or just trying to get through life with meaning and merit, we all need to feel like we have a purpose. We have a reason for being. Exercising Tiferet of Malchut, bringing harmony, beauty, and compassion into our lives by having directed goals and taking action, we connect to and release the majesty of our own being, along with the gifts that we have to share. So on this day, take the time to look at any goals you may have actually cast aside or might wish to now engage in, and take action. Look at how you lead or where you exert authority and evaluate the level of your compassion in your interaction. Enhance your relationships with a focus on taking action, a desire to create harmony of purpose, and then let the glory of your intention shine. Tune in tomorrow for Hod of Malchut as we take a last look at humility in this, our final week. See you then.